You can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling winds that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling winds that never be the same.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Christian Wilkins. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A toss running left, Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
7, Giants 3. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and a yard, Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Mariota. He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jabari Zuniga. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. Open target here, Darius Slayton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Mayfield on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
3-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And a Cardinal first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Leonard Fournette. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Catch made by Slayton. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 45 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Edmonds 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mariota to throw it. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mariota. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Score Giants 10, Cardinals 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play this called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
His throw caught at about the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete.
Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And his kick is right through.
Score Giants 17. Cardinals 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One foot is safe, boy.
There's nothing left, and I'm free to the bed until we all nothing but death. Hear the footsteps coming, 'cause we coming for the check.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Mariota now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown, Giants! Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack, Mariota. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mariota from the gun on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
K.J. Hill, the one he was looking for.
That'll bring up second down.
Damon Arnett on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For number 84, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action now. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We got position on him, and he pulls it in.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That third down conversion good for 23. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. They go play action. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield going top shelf for Smith. Shoot. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Giants 31, Cardinals 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and inches, Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Taken in at the 22.
What you doing out there, boy?
And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
Arizona.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Giants 31, Cardinals 28.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. I'll call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
The
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or put them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Got some room at the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Quickly to Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At their 49
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Juju Smith-Schuster, 47 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For number 84.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Goal, Arizona.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 42. Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
55, mark, 55.
Just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
On the keeper.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Working out of the gun, Mariota steps away to, and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 50, 30, 20.
Keep going, keep running, man.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on first down, Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.